find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And welcome back to my channel. In today's reading, I'm so excited to be doing live mini tarot readings, and I'm doing these actually for $15. I still have a couple of spots open if you want to sign up, and to sign up, all you have to do below is simply just type below and my assistant will help you sign up. There's also going to be a pin in the comments on how you can sign up. And if you're catching this after it's already been uploaded, I hope you still enjoy and find some of these messages interesting or entertaining. We're going to hop right into it with the next person, who is Claudia. And Claudia, it's actually been a couple years that you've been single and you were just kind of focusing on yourself. You weren't really dating, and now you're feeling like you really want to get back into it. So you're just wondering if there are any messages for you, any messages Spirit has for you as you go back out into the dating world. So let's look into it for Claudia. Just give me one more second to pull a few more cards for you. Okay, so I actually see two men coming your way. And I don't mean to make any assumptions. I know it's possible, like, you could be attracted to anybody on the spectrum of gender or perhaps be attracted to women. And that is totally cool. I just feel really divine masculine energy coming from this person. I feel two men coming your way. And I get the sense that the first one might be a little bit of a letdown because obviously it doesn't last. And I do see this card about, like, you getting to know someone and, like, you being really attracted to them, but there being some type of deception. I wouldn't worry about this. It could just be, like, you thought that they seemed cooler when you first met them and you got to know them and realized that it's not going to work out. Or perhaps, for some reason, it doesn't pan out. But I do see this message to make the effort, to remember that sometimes in dating, like, we learn things and certain people come in our life for a reason, to make sure that you walk forward with healthy boundaries. You're willing to say no and just take things at your pace in the relationship. But it won't be long and you'll have met someone. I'm getting King of Swords. I'm seeing somebody who could be like an air sign, like Aquarius, maybe Gemini. I'm feeling like this person's very intellectual. They could be like a teacher, professor, writer, journalist. Like, I feel like you guys just really connect on a mental level and have these beautiful conversations that just last forever. And it feels like a little bit old-fashioned kind of old soul kind of love. I don't know. It's really cute. And there's these two victory cards back to back. Victory and celebration. This could, I don't want to freak you out, but this could even be marriage, or you move in with this person, long-term relationship. So as far as any advice, I would say just remember that it's not always the easiest path when you're dating and to meeting someone that you love. Some things are preventable and you want to, like, be smart and you want to know when you need to say no, and you want to be aware that not everybody who's out there dating is looking for the same thing. And it's been a couple years for you. A lot's changed in the dating culture. Don't feel pressured to, act a certain way. Don't feel pressured to be anyone other than who you're not. But you might also need to be discerning. You might also need to really vet these people. Really start thinking about what's important to you, what characteristics and qualities are like your deal breakers, or like, that's a good thing to know going into it. But I have a feeling you had a lot of time to think about this. Honestly, and like, you're just ready. This is gonna happen before you know it. As soon as you step forward and you just say, I'm ready, you take that risk, you take that leap of faith, it's gonna happen. So there's gonna be a couple dates. There might be one guy that something happens with, but it's not it. But eventually, here in the not so distant future, I see you with somebody. Advice. Deal with depression. I think a lot of us have been dealing with this, you know, whether or not it's a more serious thing or it's just, I always say depressed just means deep rest. Sometimes in life we need to take a step back and just focus on ourselves or our health or our self-care, resting. And sometimes our social life kind of takes a bit of a back seat during that time. So that the first thing I'm seeing is to get out there and hang out with your girlfriends first. Maybe start working on friend dates and getting the girls together, girls' nights, going out more, getting a good social circle around you. Hit up people you haven't seen in a while or work to make new friends. So that's some really great advice. And then next, I'm also seeing something about travel being recommended for you. I don't always think it's a good idea to like go travel somewhere with the intention of meeting your soulmate. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes, you can be disappointed. But I see this card here that it's going to be good for you to just meet new people and you're going to make some good friends and you're going to get out of your comfort zone and something about this being a desire of yours. So I see that coming up for you as advice. It's possible that, I was going to say it's possible that you could be moving somewhere because when I get the Fox card, it's usually a sign of movement, sometimes moving out, moving to a new place, new city, abroad. And then the horse is also sometimes about going abroad or travel abroad or just travel. But this also signifies change. So your guides are saying just don't be afraid of change. It can be a little nerve-wracking because you're going to be going new places, trying new things, meeting new people, having different conversations. It's just like out of your comfort zone, but it's going to be so fun. And I see the swan here as a message that this is the best time for you to maybe go shopping or repurpose some items, put outfits together, get your hair done because you're about to have a really social season. Any more messages for you? This says stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Put out your independent vibe and creativity. Yeah, it's all about confidence. I like how this person is like they're ready to do battle. They're like, look at me. They got their war paint on. They got their outfit. Like, they're serving a look. Get out there. Get out there and be the swan or the peacock. Show off. And then you're getting a unity card. Another message that somebody's coming in for you. That you're going to attract love. I think I'm betting on the King of Swords right here. Now I'd like to run this through this deck right here. Any more advice for you as you get out there and date again? Well, there's a message to keep going with your artistry or to get on your path as an artist. I feel like you have so many creative ideas that like want an outlet. To actually get the tools, materials, supplies together, to make time for it, to be consistent with it, to share it with others. There's this message you have so much beautiful art within you to share with the world. You're a little anxious about it because it's going to take some commitment or investment, but they're like, you can prepare. You can put vision boards together. You can start getting the tools together. Maybe just take baby steps with it. Something about this path leading you to this person. And also being a point of conversation, too, to be able to share interesting things about yourself, It can be helpful to have hobbies and things like that. They're saying that you have a real talent with these things, though, and, it's also going to help you become more bold because you're going to be sharing these things or pushing yourself or expressing yourself artistically. It actually is going to help you be more bold in your social life, too, because that's all, sacral chakra stuff. So, wow, I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question and for your support. and we're going to move on to the next person. So hi to anybody who has clicked on here. I still have just a few spots left if you're interested in purchasing a reading. All you have to do is just type below in the comments and my partner will help you, or you can just click on the link in the comment that's pinned. So check that out. But you're more than welcome to just hang out with us while we are relaxing in this healing space, pulling cards together, getting inspiration and guidance from the tarot. So who's next? Oh, Season is next. Hi, Season. It's great to hear from you.
Is there anything I'm not doing or have not thought of that I can start doing or bringing into my life that will make me happy right away or eventually bring happiness?
Okay, so interesting. All right, so you're asking if Spirit has any messages for you on, is there anything that you can do or like bring into your life that will like make you happy in your immediate future, that will make you just feel better and more abundant and more in alignment? Is there anything you can do? Now, I think there's two ways you can look at this. I like your question, is there anything you can do? There's also like, are there any blockages? Because sometimes there are things that are blocking us from feeling happy now. And I'm not telling you that you should feel happy right now. I think you should feel however you feel and allow yourself to feel that. But I do believe that happiness is almost like a muscle. It's something you have to exercise. It's something that you have to practice. And it doesn't always come easy. And I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to find the happiness in even the most difficult circumstances. But sometimes you have to be real. If you're in the middle of a trauma or a really difficult situation, or maybe a Mercury retrograde, sometimes you just gotta cry. Sometimes you just gotta be like, well, this sucks. And, you know, hard times happen and we feel unhappy. Sometimes because we need to create change in our life. We need to make some decisions we've been putting off. We need to wake up and realize that we're the master creator of our life, and to stop accepting things that are less than us. To get up and start building and being consistent towards what we want to manifest. Right? But sometimes it's a time to rest, not think so hard about the future, and to just be and to enjoy the magic in the moment and in the day, you know? It's all about balance. Last thing I'm going to say before I pull you some cards is that I read this book called The Happiness Project, and you should check it out. It's called The Happiness Project. And it is this wonderful book. This writer decided to spend, I think it was like a year or maybe even 2 years researching what makes people the happiest. And she actually tried all these different methods and techniques. And through her research, her experiments, and her study, she found that people are the happiest when they are working towards something. Like basically being a work in progress. It's not always the destination, it's the journey, right? So if you're feeling uninspired, unhappy, unfulfilled, I would say create. Be in your true essence. Those are just my thoughts. Well, yeah, this says, are you on autopilot? So this is the first card I'm getting for you. Are you on autopilot? Sometimes in life we do go on autopilot, where we just wake up, we do the skincare routine, hopefully, we, make the breakfast, we go to work, whatever, and just the same thing. And I think it is healthy to have a routine, to take care of your health and yourself, and to work hard and, towards what you want. But sometimes we forget to make space for ourselves to just be a body, or to just be, or to explore nature, be in our true essence. Sometimes the routines we get in aren't even routines we've chosen for ourselves. It's just the routine of the man or society, or one that other people around us have chosen. You got to make sure you're choosing your true path. And your path is going to shift and is going to change. You got to stay alert. So are you on autopilot? The next thing is wreck your walls down. So I got this for you. So as far as what you can do to feel, happier in the near future, taking your walls down. We do sometimes insulate ourselves from life in order to protect ourselves. Sometimes it's just through our routine. Maybe it's through staying indoors a lot or spending a lot of time in our room or behind the computer or with our nose buried in a book or maybe kind of disassociated. And sometimes we have to wreck our walls down. We have to let people in. We have to go out for new experiences. We have to challenge ourselves. We have to level up. We have to make change. And the best way to know, what needs to happen next would be to just ask yourself, what do I want? What are my desires? What do I want to create? Maybe what value do I have to give to others? What brings me pleasure? And if you don't know that, maybe vision boards, see if you can find examples, anything that kind of sparks an interest in you. But we learn those things through making time to play and have fun. It's not about perfection here. I think, you just got to roll with the punches and let yourself feel how you're going to feel. But there are some keys to having a more fulfilled life. It's different for everybody, but these are some things that are coming up for you specifically. Let's see if I can get anything else. Yeah, this says do research. That's what's really sticking out to me from this card. When I see you, and if you follow my channel a lot and watch a lot of my pick a card readings or get readings from me, I'm a huge advocate of vision boards. I think it's because it's so easy to be overwhelmed and not know what we want and kind of forget what our goals are every day. So when you write down your goals and then you also make a visual representation of it, it helps because the way our mind processes information a lot of times is more visual. So you could have a list of your goals or what you want, your desires, and a vision board, and something about that is magical. It's powerful. And so there's a message to research. Research the changes that you want to make. To be happy, oftentimes it's choices that you're making that are more in alignment with you. It's easy to know what you don't want. Start saying no to things you don't want instead of complaining about it. It's okay to complain sometimes, but do something about it. A lot of times our happiness is on the other side of doing that thing we've been putting off or resisting. But this says good news is on its way. You're going to have victory. There's going to be some awards in your future. You might not have to worry. Happiness will come to you if you wait long enough. You got to have the eyes to see it. And some people are determined on just being unhappy and bitter. But I don't get a sense you're one of those people. I feel like good things will come to you naturally. You don't always have to work so hard to create it. It's cultivated. You have to attract it. But sometimes good things just happen. Sometimes the gods just smile upon you. And when that happens, you need to take note of that. Oh, I'm happy right now. Why? Where am I at? What am I doing? What's going on? Who's with me? You got to recreate those moments. I realized I'm really happy when I'm by the water, when I'm by the ocean, when I'm by the sea, the river. So I've just made it a point. I made it a huge priority in my life to always be by the water, to go to the water, to make time for it, to be near it. So you learn certain things about yourself and you can just start making those things priorities. Make your happiness a priority. I'm preaching. Make your happiness a priority. This is sweet. This says, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. That's beautiful. And this is just telling you, you've been dealing with sadness. Because what's the opposite of sadness? You're asking about how can I be happier? You've probably been dealing with some sadness, right? Sometimes we just need time to heal. Shitty things happen, and we're such sensitive, emotional creatures, and sometimes we're also just working through things. A lot of things that happen can be triggers that go back to core wounds we have to heal and spend time with. It's a whole thing. So this is just saying You've been clearing a lot of energy. You've been clearing a lot of blockages, as well. So yeah, good energy's coming. Happiness is yours. I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question, for your support, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. All right, so we're going to do the next person. Who? Who? So, Viridiana is next. Okay, so any life advice from your spirit guides that you may be in need of? Of course. I love this question. You're just kind of opening it up to the cards, opening it up to your guides. What do you need to know? Advice for you, Viridiana. I'm getting like a really big download for you, so just give me a second. Okay, this is so interesting. So first of all, your guides are saying that there is some talent inside of you that's awakening right now. And this happens sometimes. It was only 6 years ago that I picked up my first tarot deck. And I've spent so much time with it since then. I'm at this point where I'm reading now on a professional level, and sometimes something like that does just come across your path. Maybe it's something you've been like doing since you were younger, or something you've always wanted to try. You just found yourself attracted to this. This could be something like, I don't know, jewelry making, or like NFT stuff, or I don't know, singing, playing an instrument, something artistic. But it seems like you have this new talent and you want to share it and you want to explore it, you want to try it. It's going to add fulfillment and enrichment to your life. And I think you also have this vision, like maybe I can show my work in galleries around the world, or perhaps I can build a business with this, or maybe this will take me on some kind of adventure and be like a fun lifestyle, like a fun addition to my life. So your guides are saying, yes, soon this adventure is beginning, this new talent is blooming, and you're going to be fulfilled. They're like, you should definitely put this out there. Don't hesitate, don't hold back. There is a part of you that has been a little confused or uncertain about making this choice because you know that it would affect your future. And it's going to take a lot of commitment because you don't just want to half-ass this. You want to put everything into it, maybe make this a career, or you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. I feel like you're in the beginning and you just need to have fun with it. But I see that you have a big vision, and your guides are telling you that yes, this is a part of your future. Now they're telling you to speak, follow, create. So they're saying speaking, which this might have to do with like you writing. It might have to do with you like having some type of social media. It could even be that you have a gift with speaking or teaching, something like that, writing. But they're saying this is going to help you get followers, showing up, being consistent, sharing your talents at some point. And like they're just telling you, like, I see this as like a flow here. Create, speak, and then you get followers. So I don't know why, but I'm seeing you building a community full of a lot of women who are participating in this with you, who want to support you, uplift you. It's going to be a slow journey though at first. At first, you just need to have fun, enjoy it. But I think that there's a part of you that knows whatever you create, you want to share. And it might be that you watch channels like mine, or maybe in Facebook groups or TikTok or Instagram and you've seen pages like that, and it's not like you want to become like an influencer or anything. I just feel like there's a part of you that would love to have a business like that or to create a space like that, and you're on this so much anyways, you want to like add your thing to it. So you've been like experimenting with it lately. So your guides are saying don't be nervous. You were meant to do this. Almost like to start recognizing, like when you think about this or whenever you take these photos or whenever you write these things or you make this type of art, you're always getting this recognition, or people have already been pointing out like, hey, you're good at this, or have you ever thought of that, or oh, I really liked this artwork you made or this thing you put out. So there's this sun energy about it is the time to come out now and shine and provide value for other people and show them what you have to create community around this work. So let's get some more messages about it. It's kind of a bold message, but your guides are like, yeah, it's time. You're ready to launch that thing, to get it out there. You don't need to necessarily do it this week, because there is a message that there's a part of you that wants to research more, that wants to educate yourself more. It might even require you taking some type of classes or just reading about it. Researching, vision boarding, could even be writing a business plan or writing the goals you have for it. Just getting organized before you get on the path. It does seem very overwhelming getting on this path or committing to it. It could require you to spend a lot of time after work or in your evenings or weekends. I see it's going to be so much fun and you're going to meet some really awesome people, but you're going to have to find, how am I going to make space for this? And you definitely can. Just you'll have to make some adjustments. Yeah, and this says you're going to have to think things through carefully. I almost get this message, like, sounds a little harsh, but it's like, stop making excuses and just go for what your heart wants. You're good at this. You've got this. Time to polish it off and like become more professional with it, or really commit to it, or make it a bigger part of your life. Yeah, they're saying that something about this path is connected with travel, I see, because I've been getting little messages about that for you. They're also saying seeing the humor in a situation. Maybe you tried a whole bunch of other paths and now you're back here at this thing you used to do or you always wanted to do. And you're like, well, I'm here now. Figured out all that I didn't want to do all the other stuff, and now this is what I want. Back here. Bold productivity. You're getting ready to hustle. You might just kind of disappear a little bit. People are going to be like, where'd they go? And you're off building your empire in the corner. Yeah, follow, create. They're just telling you to trust your instincts, really. Trust your instincts. So this is the message that's coming out for you. Very specific. I hope that it resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question and for your support. And I will see you next time. Peace out. All right, we're moving on. I just want to greet those of you guys who've clicked into this chat. We're just hanging out, we're relaxing, we're pulling cards, getting healing messages from the tarot. This is just a space to relax and unwind after all this crazy Mercury retrograde energy we've had lately. Gosh. It has been a time. We're getting things sorted, figuring things out with the tarot. You can ask a question. I do these sessions sometimes for free, so make sure you ring the notification bell so you never miss when I'm doing a session. But today I'm charging $15, and you can just type below if you'd like to purchase one. There's also a comment that is pinned with a direct link to my website where you can purchase. So, who's next?
Felicia.
So Felicia is next. Hi, Felicia.
What's coming in love?
Ooh, I love this question. So, Felicia, you're wondering what is coming in for you in love. So let's just take a second. I'm going to tap in your energy and see what do you need to know for Felicia. I do immediately get this sense that you're ready for this. Like that your heart is open, you've had some time to heal and clear. Like just really bright, fun, playful energy coming from you. You're not bothered. I don't feel like, you're rushing this or anything. You're just genuinely excited to like explore. Your energy's in the right place. We are always worthy of love, but I guess what I have to say is you're very in alignment with this. You're about to walk into a really social season. This message right here is saying let your friends help you. I feel like you will be making new friends over the next couple months. I definitely get this message that you're supposed to be taking up invitations. You're supposed to be like signing up for classes or things that will get you out of the house, even if it's just like a group exercise class or something. I feel like there's just a really social season kind of upon us in general. A lot of people have been dealing with, these world events the last couple years, and it's not like it's that much better now. I hope so, but a lot of people have had stranger danger, and I just get this feeling like people are more social, more open to making friends right now. A lot of people are connecting with soulmates, falling in love. And it's kind of a good time for this. So you might just find like things are lining up and you're making new friends. So there's definitely a message about making girlfriends. And your guides are telling you to stay optimistic about your love life because I see true love coming to you for sure. Like, I feel like you're going to get friends, you're going to fall in love. There's going to be a lot going on. It's not going to be like a whole crowd of people, like 20 people. It might just be 2 or 3 because I do see in particular like a female friend coming in maybe before you meet this person. And like you kind of form like a little crew. This could be a family member, cousin, or somebody you already hang out with a lot. This person, maybe somebody comes back in town or comes back around. Because I feel like it's a past life connection. And I know we're supposed to be doing a love reading. I'm like reading on the friend who's coming in for you, but for some reason they seem to be part of this. So your guides are telling you to stay optimistic. You're ready. You cut cords with the past. You let go of the toxic ex. And now here you are, true love. Reconciliation. Ooh. Look, I'm not sure if this is someone you've dated before. I am getting a slight feeling of unfinished business. When I said let go of your toxic ex, I had this feeling almost like there was someone you're trying to let go of, or you're still trying to let go of. Sometimes you just feel like it's not right with them, but I don't know if I'm looking into this person, but it's somebody that you recognize and you've had a history with. Sometimes I pull this card for people who are connecting with like a past life relationship. And so it's just like the perfect person is my twin flame, marriage, something serious. I am seeing that for you. It's kind of crazy. We're getting true love, engagement. We're also getting children. So sometimes this is having children together, but I feel like for you, it's more this sense of like this innocent relationship, this playfulness, this like best friend energy, this like inseparable vibe. So there's really strong energy, honestly, really strong energy coming in for you in your love life. Something very serious. So I was not expecting that. That's awesome. Maybe you can feel it. I don't know. Something's definitely changed. It says forgiveness. I keep feeling like you recently cut a huge cord. And it wasn't like last month. It was like 3-4 months ago, a little while back, maybe the late spring. I'm seeing something around that time that happened where you cut a huge cord and it's like you had some time to rest, and I don't know, something now really big you're attracting. It's coming together. Yep, abundance. You had to walk away out of self-respect. I see that. But here's abundance. I mean, what if? I haven't really looked into the astrology for 2023 yet very much, and I haven't pulled many cards about it, but I have been noticing that I've been predicting big love, or like marriage, engagement, that kind of stuff, more serious relationships. I've been predicting a lot of that for 2023 for people. So I think a lot's going to go down next year. A lot of like manifestations. This is something about the time from May to September of 2023 is going to be a really powerful time for you in attracting love and relationships. Maybe that's when this person walks in. But I'm picking up on them clearly that there's somebody coming in for you. And the only message I'm really seeing for you, honestly, is about making girlfriends. That's really the advice. It's what really stands out to me, is that this path has to do with you expanding your social circle. And I keep envisioning you having these women by your side. Like maybe it's at your wedding or something like that, but there's a lot of people involved. Like you have a great circle of friends. And if you don't feel like that, if you look around right now and you don't have a good circle of friends, or you don't have one or two, just a couple friends, just know that's okay. Because we're sometimes in our life, we're like healing and cleansing, we need to kind of hermit, but it's also important that we, connect with others and we open ourselves up and we build meaningful relationships. If that's something that you want, focus on manifesting that first. And I feel like the romantic relationship is going to come kind of as a result. Yeah. So that's beautiful. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. All right, we're going to go ahead and see the next person. So who's next? See what's coming through for you. Hi, Jasmine. Oh my gosh, it's nice to see you again. I love seeing familiar names here. Oh, you're welcome, Felicia. Thank you so much for your support. All right, Jasmine. Oh, this is a fun question. So last 3 months of 2022. Let's do it. Let's go month by month. That'd be a really good pick a card topic. I think I've done that in the past. I should do that this year. Maybe I will. Just give me a second. I just want to tap into each month, and then we will get the download for you. Well, I just saw the overthinking card right up here on top kind of staring at me. So your guides are almost like, look, don't overthink it. These next couple months are going to go by really fast. It's going to be a breeze, and it's not going to be like so intense. I don't know if you felt like a shift in the energy. This Mercury retrograde has kind of thrown us off the past couple weeks, but it's been relaxing a little bit. And there's always bound to be some drama in the world, but I do feel like in your personal life, you're going to feel like you kind of get a bit of a rest and a little bit of a break the next couple months. And it is a great time for planning and planting seeds. And I see you feeling really inspired and just kind of cozy and like relaxed, and you're not really bothered. It might not be a time for you to take any crazy risks. I do get a sense it's more like you're in the planning phase. It's like endings and beginnings. Like you're celebrating something and some accomplishments, and then you're getting started with something new. So it is that getting started energy, that thrill of the new idea, the creativity, this new outlet. this commitment you're making to yourself and the changes it can bring in your life. And I feel like it's going to enrich you, but it's not like you're there yet. So October. Yeah, here you go. This month is going to be a month of inspiration and you really feeling connected with your intuition and feeling very balanced. So I don't know, something about this month. And I love this word here, becoming. So it's time for you to ask yourself, what do I want to become? What do I want to create? You know, where do I want to go on my journey? I feel like it's just coming to you right now, this vision. It's very instinctive. November. Make time for those around you. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So yeah, a big event happening in November. It's not like I'm predicting something negative here. It just might mean something could happen that could kind of throw you off a little bit. And you're going to have to make some adjustments around it. I feel like it could be something in your career. I'm not saying you're going to get fired or anything. It could just be like you want to make a change there, or there's some difficulty there, a little bit of conflict there. I do feel like that's an area of your life you really want to make some changes in over the next couple of months. There's this message that you need to stand your ground. I feel like you need to hang in there a little bit longer, but you're going to be able to make this change or get the new position or get the promotion, something like that. I do see you spending more time to yourself in November. And I see something about like you going on walks or spending time at the gym, or like I see you like working on your body and just feeling confident, comfortable, like stretching, taking care of yourself, working on your health. It's like a way to kind of retreat from all that energy. And man, I want to just really get into this. I only have a couple more minutes. But the last month, December, this is saying stretch your wings and fly. Just make me think you have an opportunity coming to you at the beginning of the new year. This could be the career opportunity. And I'm not going to lie, in December you're going to be really tired. I think a lot of us, just because the holiday season or just the whole year, it's winter for a lot of people, we tend to want to spend more time indoors or just kind of relax. And if you're on the other side of the equator, then maybe it's summer. Still that chill, relaxed vacation vibes. I see that. But it's like you're building strength to make this power move the beginning of the year. So your guides are saying, you know, you're going to have to make some big choices by the end of this year. I also feel like your guides are also telling you to breathe. And if you want to stop with me right now and take some breaths, anybody who's watching, and you if you're watching this right now, it feels so good. I feel like there's a lot going on the next couple of months. By the time you make it to December, you're going to want that time to rest and hermit and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to check in with yourself. You're going to just feel this pull to create change over the next couple of months. And really, all you're going to be doing mainly is organizing these ideas, kind of playing with them, figuring out what direction you want to move in. So it's the start. It's the start of something new. Beautiful. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and for your support. And I'm going to move on to the next person. Alright, so I'm just shuffling my cards, breathing for a moment. I'm going to do a couple more before I take my next break. And I actually do still... Okay. How many left? Okay, I have a couple spots left, you guys. I just have 5 spots left. And I might even just end this early and take it out of stock. So make sure that you snag a spot if you haven't already, if you want a reading with me. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jasmine. All right, so who's next?
Sam,
Ooh, Sammy is next. What's up, Sammy?
Mercury retrograde has been very quiet today.
Right?
It's validated a lot of things I've already known about Mercury. I'm
Hmm.
wondering if this is finally the opening of a new path
Hmm.
this phase.
Yeah. All right, so Sammy, you're basically talking about how Mercury retrograde has been really eye-opening for you and how it's been really revealing, like confirming things you've already kind of known about some people in your life. And you're wondering if like this is basically a new chapter for you of you going on like a new path. And I catch your vibe there. I think what I'm kind of feeling is that, you know, the people in our life do require time and energy and attention. Like any relationship you have, you invest in it and you give to it. But sometimes you realize people aren't giving as much back, or maybe they're not providing value and they're actually draining you, or you know what I mean? It happens. And sometimes people can be really instrumental for one part of our life and then we outgrow them or they no longer serve us, or God forbid something happens, you know, you have a falling out or there's some other kind of drama. We learn and we work out a lot of karma and relationships, and it can be messy sometimes. I do get the sense that you want to level up, that you want to have like relationships and friendships that serve you more, that in order to make certain choices and go in a certain direction, you might have to leave certain people behind. And maybe this is even because you want to go somewhere and you want to pursue something, you want to try another path. It could even be career related or just how you're spending your time, your lifestyle, where you live. But it can be the people around us that hold us back. Oh my gosh. In order for me to get where I am now, I had to like cut out almost everybody in my life. You don't always have to do that, but that's just kind of how it happened for me. And I always say I don't know, it's lonely at the top. Not everybody sticks by your side. I also think it's natural too when you get out of college and you get to this age where people start getting married and like moving away and like getting like stable career or purchasing property, or like you start watching your friends and the people that you know like kind of go off on their own path. And sometimes we can get codependent with people around us out of insecurity, and we forget that we can just choose our own path and go our own way. And anybody who's not going to support us to do that, they might be like, we might be giving a little too much to them, or we might be clinging a little too tight to them. A true friend is going to want to see you grow and change and go where you want, even if that's away from them. They'll support you, they'll love you from afar. So I don't know, that's just like the vibe I'm getting. I feel you. We're getting the Chariot. This is been a really big deal for you. It is a deep soul lesson. It was a very time of a lot of spiritual growth in your life, especially this Mercury retrograde. But look, now you're getting the Chariot. There's an opportunity that's like literally gonna drag you forward. Things are gonna happen really fast for you. This is the Ace of Wands. This is a powerful energy that you're releasing. I feel like you have something big to give the world. It's not like you're going to cure cancer or anything, but I feel like you have something big to give the world. And it's like you've been almost looking for permission, or you're looking around at the people around you and they're just kind of doing their thing. And everybody's role is important here. Everybody plays a part, but you want to do something different, maybe make some changes, maybe raise some eyebrows. And I think you're going to need to go make friends with more of those kind of people. The movers, the shakers, the artists, the musicians, the rebels, the speakers. I don't know. I just feel like to go where the movement is or something, to go be around people that inspire you, or go where you feel the most alive. So you might go on a journey, you know, looking for that or attracting that. And that's hilarious. I'm talking about this journey because I pulled the World card. You might move, you might travel, you might relocate. And I'm not saying that's the answer. Coming from somebody who relocates a lot, I'm a world traveler and I move every like 3 to 6 months. Sometimes I live places longer, but I will tell you that sometimes you'll change the scenery, but not the situation. Sometimes you attract the same kinds of friends, people, people or situations, because you got to change within you. Change comes from within you. But I see this message that you're going to go out and you're going to attract some new opportunities and maybe change up your environment a little bit and give yourself the opportunity to go be, where your people are. So this is the Four of Pentacles. You might not know exactly how this opportunity is going to manifest or where exactly the path is going to take you, but you can prepare. If I were you, I would start saving money. I would start getting career and those kind of affairs and skills you can take with you, stuff like that, in order. Maybe vision board, write some goals down, and it'll be clear where you need to go, what you need to do, what needs to happen. Yep, all these cards are talking about how decisions need to be made, and there's another message of no more excuses. I said this to someone earlier, and I feel so mean saying it, but it's like the message that's coming out, because it's just like, you know what? It's just time to take it, what it is you want. It might never be easy. It might not be handed to you. You might have come from this circumstance. This could have happened in the world. This could be your financial situation. It could take you 20 years. There's almost this message of like just showing up for it every day or working towards it every day. And you're going to make that move or get where you want to go. Like to put your attention into it. It really is beautiful messages though, because I feel like it's just so natural that like what wanted to fall away or the connections that wanted to fall away a little bit have, and now there's space for something new. You know who to hold on to though. I don't know, I'm tapping into like one friend in particular who's still a really great friend of yours, and like you will always stay in touch with them, and it might not be as like close of a friendship as it's always been, but like it'll be surprising that person still wants to support you and stay in contact. It's always surprising, honestly, the people that end up, when all the dust has settled, right? I think you're just realizing that your circle has a big influence on you. I mean, you really do become like the people that you surround yourself with, and you want to be humble, and you want to realize people are human and they make mistakes, and we're all a work in progress, and sometimes we can be a mess ourselves, but there's a difference between that and then these people that just really drag you down. And so you can look back on some of these relationships that didn't last or that you had to kind of gracefully walk away from, for the good times. I'm actually at that point in my life. I have a lot of friends that are not my friends anymore for whatever reason. And some of these people, we had pretty bad falling outs and like shit went down. And I'm not always proud of everything that happened as I grew up and like learned about how to, be a good friend myself. But I look back and I actually smile thinking about good times and, just some of the good moments I had. Even people that are kind of toxic, you can still have good moments with them. That's kind of what's sad when you look back. You feel nostalgic, but I promise you, you'll look back one day and just smile at it and know that that person, taught you something or that you learned something from it. So your guides are saying all these people, all these experiences help build you into the person that you are now. And the last message I'm getting for you is to just rest. Because, you've been through a lot. And you're going to attract your true friends, but it might, you might still need to relax a little bit after all this went down, and just to find peace. And don't be afraid you're going to be a loner. Honestly, learning to be alone is so amazing and beautiful, and it's like you're all you're ever guaranteed to have in this life, and it just opens up so much for you to learn to really feel confident in yourself and being alone. So there's something to learn there, but you gotta have some good friends. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the next person. you're welcome. It's so great to see you, dear. Okay. Yeah.
Just going by F.
Okay, so this person wants to be called F. What's up, F? Gonna pull you some cards, see what's going on.
Remember, this is F, and then to my second spiritual awakening.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I want to know how D, who's a Sagittarius, feels about me. We've had ups and downs. I'm doing my own thing, working on myself, on my purpose. Just a little check.
Can I see their full name? Oh. Okay. It's so funny because my John just read me the question and told me the name you wanted to be called by, but as soon as I started tapping into your energy, I was like, I feel like I know who this is, and I looked and read your name, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's you. I've done, I know who you are. I've done readings for you before. So it's just so weird. That's so weird that I recognized you by your energy. Anyways, you're going through your second spiritual awakening. Yeah, it goes like that. It kind of comes in spurts, I promise it won't last forever, and you're not just going to be going through this your whole life. There's definitely a difference between spiritual awakenings and just like going through some trauma and like a healing process or grieving process. But I know what you mean because I do see this connected to your awakening, and it's just that time in your life. But as you're kind of going through this, there is something that can be a little isolating about it, and I'm getting this message that like you're definitely going to have a love connection to just hang in there. You want to know how D feels about you. You guys have had ups and downs. You're just doing your thing. You just want to check back in on your love life. Okay. How does D feel about you? I don't know if D is your ex or just someone you've had some history with, because I do sense that history there. It's complicated because D definitely still has some feelings for you, but the first cards I'm getting is love yourself first. And when that's the first card I pull about a guy, sometimes it's a message like they're not good news, or they don't have the best intentions, or they're gonna hurt you, or like you deserve better. So I'm just gonna be real. I don't know why I'm getting that. But it's like something about how you need to move forward with self-respect. Now, there's definitely an acknowledgement that D is like a past life relationship. You guys have a past together. It might be why it almost feels like they're the one, or like you're supposed to be with them. So yeah, there's some karma or soul connection there, but I'm seeing somebody new coming in your life. This is what the tarot is saying. I trust my cards. I can feel it. That energy around you of like you attracting someone new. Maybe you're just going back to D in your mind because it's like what you know, or because it's like the last thing you kind of felt a connection with, but it's not like that ship has totally sailed. I feel like the door might be open with you guys still, but I would wait before really, going down that path too hard or too far, because I feel like someone's coming in, someone amazing. So D wants to take the next step, or D is like ready to take you back, or D is kind of like definitely all about you, still thinking about you. And this says, I didn't understand what a soul connection was until you. You've helped connect me more with my higher self. Whew. There's definitely like a spiritual element to this connection, I'll tell you. And I feel like you guys have been out of communication a little while, or like you haven't been as like, in contact as you used to be, but there's this message of like D still feels this vibe like you guys are cool, or like he still has a chance. That's another thing that makes me nervous. He almost feels like he can just get you like that easy. I don't know why I'm getting vibes off D, like you shouldn't do it or don't go there. I feel like it's hard work with this person. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like it shouldn't be that hard, it should be easier. Like almost like you have to wear the pants or push too hard in the relationship. Interesting, the influence card for you too. Yeah. Unhealthy. I think that's just what I'm getting. Something unhealthy about this relationship or this guy. And I wouldn't overthink it, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. I have to be real. And it could just be like you've been kind of spending time on your own, processing things, and maybe this breakup or this relationship or this had something to do with it. But I do get this message that you're cutting this cord with this person. Like they're meant to drift. They're meant to kind of go on another path. But if you want to know how they feel, they still feeling vibes towards you. I'd like to pull a couple cards about your new love because I feel like that's where the energy is pointing. And if you ever want, come back for a full reading sometime soon. If you come back for a reading, hit me up in an email. I can shoot you a discount code because I'd love to look into this for you. It's been a long time since we've done a love checkup, and I think that something surprising is coming your way. But I want to just pull a couple more for you. Something about how you need to set boundaries with D and let it go. Boundaries and death. But then this moon is really positive because it's like you're manifesting something else. So you're going to get your manifestation. You're going to end up in love, that beautiful relationship. Just might not be with this person you think. And yeah, look at this right here. Going on a different path than was expected. Being divinely guided. Someone specific coming to you. A different person than you thought. Someone that feels like home. Someone you might even create a home with. This could be marriage, moving in together, a life. Serious. Serious connection. So you're really close. I just don't know if D is that person. Maybe that's hard to hear because like sometimes we're really fixated on someone or we're really hitting it off or we really like them. I think you should just trust yourself. If you feel like you still want to explore more in that relationship, then just forget this message and live your life. There's nothing that's saying like completely don't do it, but I did pull something about this person being unhealthy or there were some red flag vibes. That's all I'll say. Has to do with maturity. Maybe they're just not on your level. But yeah, here we go. This person coming into your life, this deep intimacy, this energy around you right now that is really sparkly. I always say that, like, wow, your energy is sparkly. When I can feel that there's this attraction going out, this magnetism, this beauty that's been cultivated within and without, like you're ready, you want it calling in love, and that's so you right now. So look, I got life purpose and then commitment. So I don't know, the cards today were very clear about you meeting somebody new and it being like beautiful and like you're so close to this relationship. It didn't seem to be as big of a fan of D, but you just take it for what it is. Trust yourself, dear. I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. All right, so we've got just the last couple people left. This is going to be my last call. If you would like to purchase a reading, I just have... I just have only a couple spots left. I'm going to take a quick break, like a 10-12 minute break, and then we'll be back for the last couple people. So if you want to get another question in maybe, or you have been thinking about purchasing, last chance, and I'll do your reading for you shortly when we get back, because I only have like a couple people left. So yeah, just click the link in the comments, type a comment real quick below if you have any questions. And I will see you guys in the next session. So make sure you look for part 3, click into part 3 in the next 10 minutes.